How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout. I am your host, Phase Crypto, and today we will be talking about DigiByte, briefly talking about the Elon Musk praise of Bitcoin. Of course, on Twitter, we have been starting a campaign to tweet at Elon Musk to get him to discuss DigiByte as well as Bitcoin, and that campaign has been going pretty well. Thank you for everybody who's shown your support. As far as we all know, the stimulus, according to Elon Musk, is reportedly a bad idea, a sentiment that's often echoed by many people who've looked at the sheer size and magnitude, but of course trying to weigh it against the current situation and trying to hedge off of the potential for what might be in terms of like a recession sort of situation looming in the background, even a depression. Musk has a serious issue with the way the U.S. has handled the current pandemic. He says that $1 trillion stimulus package is no way to fix the situation, and that printing money out of thin air just so everyone can enjoy a small piece of relief will only mask the real problem. He's confident that central banks aren't doing enough to prevent financial catastrophe from occurring. In a recent interview hosted by Joe Rogan, the South African entrepreneur explained that you can't just legislate money and solve these things. This notion, though, that you can just sort of send checks out to everybody that things will be fine is not true. Obviously, the economic machine just grinds to a halt, and it is definitely interesting. Someone like Elon Musk is quite scary. When we honestly want to think about reality checks and all these different things. So the U.S. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau signs the praises of Ripple's XRP for remittance transfers. So Ripple's core selling point is cheap and near instant cross-border remittances with its products. Over 300 customers have now signed up for RippleNet. Well, most are, or more than a dozen, have other financial institutions use the on-demand ODL product. So, we are seeing a turn, definitely a surge of interest in cryptocurrency. At the current time of recording, of course, Bitcoin is at 9,622. And it will be interesting to see the response to the existence of cryptocurrencies that is deployed and is right around the corner, essentially, as we're pretty much watching a lot of these different variables coming into their own. The U.S. Is printing dollars and slashing interest rates to help the people, but will it affect the crypto market? So, it will be interesting to see, how this, the weakening of the dollar, and of course, the looming basic, what you can imagine, they're probably scared. They're scared of Bitcoin, and they're scared of. It does represent a substantial. We've heard in tweets, that Trump has his own opinions about Bitcoin and doesn't like it. Of course, why would they? The whole U.S. is the dollar and the strength of the dollar and all these things. So yeah, I want to know what your opinions are about that. Definitely let me know what you guys think about the future of the dollar, and of course, as the current recession, depression conversation continues to become more of a reality, what will the U.S.'s response be as they go kicking and screaming, and will crypto and blockchain be affected? I honestly see that as a pretty dumb thing, because the cat's already out of the bag when it comes to crypto. We're not going to see crypto go anywhere, but so all 90% of the people care for is cashing out when a coin moves. It's a primal force, I get that, but every day I see this tech being used to enrich a few at the expense of the long-term good. That's an interesting quote. Which is, of course, DigiByte founder recently steps down despite recent 900% rally, which is interesting as well. We'll get to that. Another DGB developer wrote a Medium post on the events, which he claimed was a, this was backed up, Tate, who said that he was not leaving forever and would continue to use open source DGB tech for commercial applications. We'll see where this goes. I mean, it kind of does remind me of when early 2020, all those CEOs were stepping down from their position, even though it was like a record time for them. And it almost seems like they know something that's coming down the pipeline. And it is sort of reminiscent of, but I mean, it is interesting. I think Bitcoin also isn't big enough yet to really pose a physical issue. And I don't think that the recovery is going to be too, I don't think Bitcoin really has much of a, I mean, with a market cap, I mean, I get it, the potential's there, especially with all this printing. You just maybe, especially when we're talking about trillions of dollars here now, but Bitcoin and crypto still remains a drop in the bucket. And I wouldn't imagine just yet. Probably it looks more like a Drumpf second term move would be to come after Bitcoin. I don't think it would do it just yet. But Bitcoin took a pause this week from recent excitement surrounding the halving event. Blah blah blah. It's kind of old news at this point, but it is interesting just to see how the space has been trugging along. But yeah, overall, I mean, I am excited about DigiByte, despite all these political things. I think often we get distracted by, there is a lot of, politics around cryptocurrency, much like anything else is, subject to that same thing. But I mean, we have to look at, the technology, and we just have to keep our focus, and not get distracted by, because I mean, there's so many different things that need to happen and will happen or might happen in terms of crypto at large, and a lot of the different developments that we see happening. And overall, we have to keep our eyes on what blockchain means. I mean, blockchain or a similar technology to blockchain isn't going to go anywhere, even if there's a total ban on all cryptocurrency, a shutdown of the internet, a worst case scenario sort of thing, which sounds more to me like cutting off your nose to spite your face, because DigiByte and the like are already blockchains that are publicly available and managed and work, and things can be built upon them. Now, I know that's not how things work. It's about cash, dollar bills, euros, ruples and yen. But it will be interesting to see. But of course, remember, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not your dad. This video is for entertainment, educational purposes only, of course. And remember, comment down below, letting us know what you guys think. Always interested in your opinions when it comes to these things, and just keep fighting the good fight for DigiByte. Spreading the word and helping people learn about these things is important. It does more good than you can imagine, really. Advocating for technologies that are going to be very important later on, being inherited by the next generation, and all these different things. So yeah, that's it for today. I think I covered some good topics in this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good day, and my name is FaZe Crypto, and remember to stay relevant and stay aware of what's happening around you with the news and stuff. And stay healthy, of course, that too.